Hey guys, are you getting bored of the games you're playing? Right now, everyone is leaving legendary games like Call of Duty and Overwatch for one reason or another. So to me, it seems like you guys need some new games to play. So let me tell you my top 3 games that you should be playing this year. And if you like games like CSGO that have a real world economy tied to them, like their skin economy, you're gonna love this video because every single game I'm gonna be talking about today is a Web3 game. So that means you can make some money while playing them.
I need a dollar, 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 that's what I need.
Kind of similar to CSGO. But enough talking. Let's get into my top 3 games that you should be playing right now. For the number 3 spot, we have Nyan Heroes, which is a free to play hero shooter game that has these cute cat themed mechs that you can play around with. And each one of these heroes is super unique. They all have their own abilities, which are super cool, and it allows each player to have their own type of playing style. So no doubt there'll be a hero built for you. Nine Heroes is a PvP focused game. So if you like PvP games, you're going to love Nine Heroes. And they have 2 different game modes. One is the payload mode where you walk around the map, keeping his payload safe until he gets to the final checkpoint. And the other one is controlling the point, where you guys all fight around this one area on the map and try and hold it for as long as you can to get as many points as you can, because eventually if you get the most points, you win the game. And one great thing about this game is they do not force you to interact with all the Web3 elements within the game. Because if you want to play it, you don't need to make a wallet or own any tokens or anything like that, which I think is great because it allows gamers to play their game. And if they want to get involved with the Web3 side, like tokens and everything else, it's a choice, which I think is great. But if you do decide to participate in any of the Web3 elements, you're going to love their play to airdrop events. Because every so often, they allow players to all battle it out for some rewards. And these rewards will be paid out in their token, Nyans. Now you got a short understanding of the game, let me tell you all the reasons why you lot need to start playing it. First off, the gameplay is super fun and addictive because you get super immersed by trying to capture the point or trying to defeat enemies to keep this payload going. And the thing is, you start getting attached to these heroes. I said it before, but because it's got a cat theme, you slowly start to grow a bond with them because every time your mech gets destroyed, you have to fight it out as a little cat. And if you stay alive long enough, you get back into your mech form. And I think this is cool because you can kind of have it as like a play for like situations with strategy, because you can throw yourself in, do an ultimate, maybe you'll die, but you'll survive as a little cat. And if you run out of the battlefield, you can stay alive long enough to come back in and do some more damage. And to me, I love the fact that it's PvP focused, because I'm not really like a PvE person, because PvE has like a short lifespan, like story modes and everything else. But with PvP, you get the whole gladiator feel of fighting against other people trying to defeat each other, because it's really fun if you think about it. And the thing is, Niantic is building their way up to make an esports, because if you listen to any of their AMAs, they're always talking about competitive gaming, esports, getting people to come into their game to test it out so they can make changes and improvements to cater to being able to have their game be an esports. And the thing is, they already have a great foundation for this, because the whole game is super team focused, and you really do have to build up a comp between all the heroes that you have, because there's a few heroes you can choose between, and each one of them is super unique, has their own ultimates, their specials, and their own little passives that really help within the game. And you need to combo them up together, because if you don't really have a good comp, you can get super bullied within the game. But if you have a really strong comp and your team's working together, you can have some really good fun and have some really intense battles. The only downside to Nine Heroes is currently it's in a closed beta. But the thing is, the game's dropping at some point this year. But the second it drops, download it straight away. Because to me, I feel like it's going to be another Marvel Rival situation, where there's going to be another hero shooter game that's going to take so much attention away from Overwatch. My number 2 pick has got to be Shadowline. And it's another hero shooter game, but it's not similar to Nyan's and Overwatch, because it's more boots on the ground and it has a much more of a feeling of Call of Duty, but it's a hero shooter game. So you have ultimates and specials as well. And the great thing about Shadowlands is it's got a PvE mode and a PvP mode. So it has a little section for every single type of player. And its PvE mode allows you to explore the world, shoot aliens, complete quests to get your characters leveled up to do higher level expeditions. But to me, the main gem of this game is PvP, because it has so many different game modes. It has the payload game mode, which F1 has in the hero shooter, but it also has the game mode that's super similar to CSGO, which is where every single person starts the game with a pistol, and everything you do within that round gains you points that allows you to buy things in the shop in the next round, such as a gun, shield, and everything else. And to someone like me that didn't grow up playing CSGO, this is the first time I've encountered this type of game mode, and I think it's super fun. And to other people, I think it'll be their first time they've played it as well. And for Shoutline to have this, I think it's super great and unique to itself. But the CSGO mode and the payload mode ain't the only game modes they have, because they also have the controller point mode, which is similar to domination in Call of Duty, and they also have team deathmatch, which F1 enjoys. And don't worry to all you normal gamers that are like, oh, Shoutline is a Rev3 game, because it has all the traditional things that you're used to, such as cosmetics and a battle pass. And the battle pass, you can unlock more things by playing both of the modes. So if you're a PvE person, you don't have to worry about playing PvP mode to unlock more things for the battle pass, which I think is a cool system. And lastly, let me show you all these heroes, because they're super cool, because they got a little bit of grit to them, to the character design. And like I said before, F1 has their own unique ways of playing. You have your healers, you have your people that can control the map, such as putting up walls and everything else. Then you got your more like tankish type of people that have ultimates that give them some form of way of like burst damage or having some form of defense. So that means, like I said in the other game, it's going to be one type of hero for every single type of player. So now you got a short understanding of what Shoutline is. Let me tell you all the reasons why I think you should start playing it right now. First off, Shoutline has something for every single type of person. Because to me, I've said it already, I love PvP so much. And all its different game modes and weapons and heroes are super cool. Because unlike 9 Heroes, Shoutline ain't kind of like built around making amazing comps and everything else, even though it helps a lot. But it's more about you being good with your select hero. Because there's so many different ways of playing out a character, because some heroes are very good from playing far at the back. But some heroes are really cool at being played at the beginning, because they have, like I said, the AoE ults that do a burst damage around them, then give them a shield. That allows you to run into the front lines, kill a bunch of people, and anyone that's left, shoot them and take them down. But if you get annoyed at PvP, but you still want to play the game, you have the lane of playing the PvE mode. And the PvE mode is super cool, because any progression that you do within that game, such as leveling up guns and everything else, you can take into PvP mode, which I think is great, because if you're struggling in higher ranks in the ranked mode, and you feel like, oh, I need to unlock some new guns to be able to compete, that's fine. Because you don't have to ruin your rank to unlock these guns. You can go into PvE mode and unlock them there. And to me, that's a really great game loop for every single type of player. And this is going to be a theme for each one of the games I'm going to be talking about today. And that is, they do not force you into the Rev3 side of their game. Because if you want to play Shoutline, all you got to do is download it from Epic Games. You don't need no NFTs, no crypto. You don't need to know some special guy down a dark alley that has this special oil. Prior to it being a Rev3 game, it used to be a Rev2 game. But they saw the greatness that could happen if they transferred into a Rev3 game. And that's what they did. So, because they already had the foundations of their game there, they don't have to force their players into Rev3. And it's a choice. I think that's great. And to me, Shoutline can compare to CSGO very well. Because if they focus on their PvP mode, Shoutline can last for years. Because to me, any game that wants to last 5+ years, 10+ years, they have to build some PvP competitive side to their game. And if they're lucky enough, they can build themselves in esports. Because in esports, that will allow them to have a core game and just like make slow updates to kind of keep things fresh. And considering CSGO had a simple formula with having a core game, having a really good PvP mode, and having cosmetics, so many cosmetics, but allowing these cosmetics to be traded and sold beyond players, And that's the thing what Shatterline is going to do. So guys, it's time to get into my number one game that you lot should start playing this year. And it is Sparkball. And to me, this game is a perfect blend of League of Legends and Rocket League. Let me show you. There is no way I can explain this type of gameplay to you guys without showing it to you. But it's like League of Legends or any type of MOBA where you have a map with a tower. But with its unique element of it being a football or soccer game, depending on where you are in the world, with the football element tied to it, with the goals. I think this is super cool because it starts off like your traditional MOBA game where you're all battling it out, trying to take each other down to take down a tower to hopefully get to someone's base. But instead of it being a base, it's a goal. Because at face value, you're going to look at it and be like, this is like a mad mess. But the second you start playing it, it's addictive. And that's why I refer to Rocket League a lot. Because if you watch Rocket League, you're like, what the hell is going on? But the second you start playing it, you start enjoying it because you didn't really have this type of game before. And that's what Sparkball is. It's a unique game that cannot be compared to one single game. It's a mesh of so many. But I rambled on a little second there. Let me explain to you the game loop super simply. But you all jump into the map and you wait for the ball to drop in the middle. Then you're banning it out to take out one of the towers. And you throw the ball into the tower, you attack the crystals, and then slowly you destroy it. And then once you destroy it, you need to score the ball in the goal. But there's a barrier. So each time you throw the ball at the barrier, it's taking down the health. And there's a little crystal that you can attack to take it down quicker. But the second the barrier is down, that's your opportunity to throw the ball into the goal. And it's a best of 3 battle. So I think this is really cool because it has a best of 3 element straight away. So if you lose the first game, it's not over. There is one thing though. You do have to work as a team when it comes to this game. You can have some solo efforts, but when a team's all in sync when it comes to this game, passing the ball around, defeating enemies, and using your heroes to their fullest capabilities. Because some heroes have stuns and knock-ups, and if people are trying to block you from trying to shoot the ball, if you use a good knock-up and then shoot the ball, it's an amazing combo. And when you pull off them type of combos, you kind of feel good inside. It's really hard to explain. It's like when you do a sniper shot and you hear that little sniper effect in your ears.
Wow.
It's one of them type of feelings. It's funny because I was trying to explain to you guys Sparkball in a very short pace, but I kind of was just explaining what I was enjoying about it at the same time. So let me just get into all the reasons why I feel you guys should start playing the game right now. Starting off, I have to say, it is one of the most unique MOBAs I've ever played. And I'm someone that's played pretty much all of them. League of Legends, Smite, Pokemon Unite, Paragon. But having a football element tied to it is super cool. And if you think about it, it allows people from all over the world to kind of understand the game from a spectator's perspective. Because the reason why esports is so cool is because you're watching people do things that you cannot do. But you can understand the cool things that they're doing. And in Sparkball, this element is big within it. Because you're seeing people passing the ball around and it's super cool. But then they can use these little elements on the map, such as the teleport or the jump, to kind of have some cool plays among themselves. And there's one element that you have to understand. When you're carrying the ball, there's a fatigue meter. And each time you're getting attacked and every time you're moving around, the fatigue meter is going down. And the second the fatigue meter is gone, you drop the ball. So there's so many different elements and features within the game that all combine together to a massive strategy game. And it's super fun to watch because there's so many cool, unique designs to these heroes. Like, look at Hot Paw. He's absolutely massive and it's cool. Then you've got Janitor. His name's Janitor, but he's a unique character that has an ultimate that pulls a toilet up as a CC stun. So this game understands the little quirky, funny elements that people enjoy in games, and they tied it all up with a bunch of other things. Like, it's literally a mutt of a game. And that's the thing, the gameplay is super addictive. Because the second I joined the first game night to test out this game, I started attending every single game night that was hosted in different communities and everything else. So when I'm telling you guys, the second you start playing this game, it's over. It's exactly the same. I'm going to refer Marvel Rivals a lot here because Marvel Rivals switched a lot of people off of their main games. And to me, Sparkball could be that type of game. And if you listen to the team, they talk a lot about esports, competitive gaming, because they know the type of game they've got in their hands. And it's super special. Maybe as special as League of Legends. But that's it, guys. These are my 3 games that I feel you lot should start playing this year. Some are out, some are not. But when they do come out, make sure you download them straight away. Because the second people start getting addicted to them, the competitive scene is going to go like this. And if you're starting down here, it's going to be a hard road for you to climb up. But that's it from us for today. So remember, be a shark in this world, not a whale. And we're going to catch you guys next time.